Good evening, crew members. This is Krebs here with another World of Tanks replay cast for you guys. Whoa, almost had a tongue twister there. Now, what we're going to be actually looking at today is this game battle. It's a standard battle, nothing special, no encounter, no nothing like that, no assault. But it's going to be featuring a very special tank. This is the Type 62. Something that we don't have over in the European servers, and I also believe the Southeast Asia servers as well. It's not out yet. It's only come out in the Russian servers and also the North American ones. Just, I think, yesterday, in fact, from me making actually this video today. So these are the first few replays that have actually come out of the Type 62s in action. Now, if we all know what the Type 62 is sort of similar like, you could probably consider it similar to the Type 59 tank. Chinese tanks, all of them, aren't they? And it looks very, very similar as well, doesn't it? Probably based off the same chassis and stuff like that, but you can tell it's a little bit different from that Type 59 that we're used to, that Tier 8. It's actually a Tier 6, this one, and it's a lot similar in pretty much every respect, actually. When I just look at it, it seems very, very similar. There's not that much details out right now on the Wikipedia page about you know, any information about the pros and cons, but from what I've actually read about players' experiences, obviously I don't have access to this because I don't play on the North American servers, normally anyway. I don't have access to his tank, so I can't really say anything about it just yet, but from what I've read on the forums and gathered, apparently it's very similar. It's mid-range. You can consider the Type 59 quite mid-range in pretty much every single respect. This tank is very, very similar as well. It has this nice benefit of having a very low elevation on the tank, very small height, giving it a low profile, basically allowing that camouflage bonuses that, you know, might be a bit important. No idea what happened with that Type 62 that he was taking on right there. He set him alight. He was on fire. You could tell that his engine was just flaming on the backside, and he just crashed into it, finishing him off. No idea what happened. Maybe he just sort of alt-tabbed out accidentally, and he just kept on going, keeping that momentum. No idea. But anyway, back onto the tank. From what I've read is that it has a low profile, and having the sloped armor also allows it to deflect any HE rounds that might come onto it, so that's quite a nice bonus, because as we know, HE rounds, if you don't have that penetration capability, then if they can actually hit you, they can do damage and just explode and stuff like that. But if you have sloped armor, then there might be that greater probability of it just bouncing off. So that's great stuff if we can actually do that. I'm actually looking forward to it. As soon as it does come out in the European servers, I imagine I will be buying it, but I think it's still another 2 weeks before it actually comes out. And I'm looking forward to it. I just always like having these things in my arsenal, in my collection of premium tanks. I don't know, some people have called me a cash wallet, a bastard or whatever, I suppose. But I don't know, it's just something about the game. I really enjoy playing World of Tanks. I enjoy just having this collection of tanks. I don't know what it is, it's just, if you imagine if you had a hobby collecting sort of things, that's what it's like for me. I just like having them there, and if I ever want to have a fun round with somebody with a premium tank, then hey ho, I'll just easily jump on into it. So I suppose I'm supporting the game and just enjoying it at the same time, right? Alright, so here we go. We've got a T-34 just up here, and Type 62 is engaging it. Let's actually head on over to a, not a free camera, let's see, a fixed camera, and he's going straight on in. He's got Octane, what is that? Octane, I can't even tell exactly. He's got some sort of fuel ability activated right now. I think maybe it's just the standard, so it gives the 5% extra acceleration and also turret traverse. I imagine so anyway. I've actually heard one thing about the cons with this tank is that it actually has quite a small or slow speed, and now when I'm actually looking at it, it does have quite a small speed. Slow speed, doesn't it? I mean, sure enough, fair enough, he's actually managed to circle around his T-34, but I think that's more of a mistake with the T-34, just being so slow at actually moving its turret around. The T-34 has a notoriously slow turret to rotation speed, but so that gives the T-62, Type 62, a great opportunity to just actually circle around, and that's what he did right there. And now he has a good chance of just, you know, getting this perfect advantage up at the top of this hill and snipe as freely as he wants. Great stuff to be seeing this. Very successful so far. Actually managed to take on these tanks, and he's Tier 6 in the Tier 10 match. I think the the matchmaking is actually quite poor on this tank. From what I looked at on the Wikipedia page, I think it stops at tier 6 and then goes on up to tier 10s. Tier 10s! I don't know if this is quite frequently, like every single game you go into is going to be tier 10s. I hope not, but from what it looks like in this match, it could very well possibly be like that. Wow, perfect shot, brewing up that GW Tiger, Geschützwagen Tiger, and look at that, you could have seen the smoke plume coming out, and that is him gone. 4 kills so far for Type 62 over here. How the hell did he manage to get 4 kills in such a odd match? Probably because he's doing well with his team. His team is just managing racking these kills, and he's getting free roam on these single targets, one at a time. If there was multiple targets on that he had to take on, probably wouldn't survive in that case. But, you know, one at a time, that's perfect. Great stuff. But that is the Type 62 for you so far. Going to be going in for what other kills you can possibly go for. I just absolutely love this though. 4 kills on a tier 6. Yet you look at the tier 10s and the tier 9s or tier 8s or whatever else higher tiers there are, and they don't have as many kills as he does. It's just, it seems a bit unusual. Yeah, you could say maybe slower reload times and stuff like that, but hey ho. Tier 6 and still getting so many kills in this match. Great stuff. But unfortunately, the luck not being on his side. The IS-7, the tier 10 out there, finishing him off. But that was the victory points captured for his team. Base captured, and that is it. But look how many credits he managed to achieve. I suppose he had quite a decent match there, didn't he? Achieving 2,443 experience. A crap load of credits for tier 6. But again, it is a premium tank, and he did quite well. So very well done to him. That's what he got. Destroyed that, detected all of those. You notice that there's a few times where his artillery attacked the targets that he was actually going for. So he got some XP and credits from that stuff. Also, Battle Heroes, he didn't get anything for that. So, oh well, that's what he got, and well done to Type 62 for doing that. So, unfortunately for us European server people and the people in the C servers, we're gonna have to wait. Oh, such a terrible wait, isn't it? But we'll have access to his tank sometime soon, and we'll be up against it as well. So at least this is giving us a little bit of a heads up what to expect. It's gonna be essentially like the Type 59, but a lower tier version of it. So be wary of these sort of Type 62s circling around you, especially if you're a T-34. Had pretty good penetration, didn't it? You gotta admit, if it can get to the weak side of these higher tier vehicles, pretty good penetration. Very well done by this gentleman over here. So yeah, that's it for now, and until next time guys, which will hopefully be soon. I'm going to be doing casts daily. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be World of Tanks, but a multitude of games that I usually do on my channel. Also, with webcam wise, I'm only going to be doing my webcam when I am playing the game, when it's a live game. If it's going to be shoutcasts like this, then it's just going to be no webcam. And so, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you all later, crew members. Until then, see you all later. Bye-bye.